we got to start going after our hopes, like for real. I don't care if you haven't seen it done before. I don't care if it feels crazy or asinine to you. That means that it's big enough to scare the heck out of you. And it's for my Christian folks out there, if it's big enough to scare you, then that means that it's big enough for you to take to God and let him show you how he can use even your fear to get you where you need to be. I am a walking, living, breathing example of that in a multitude of areas in my life. And let me be 10 million% clear with you. Me and God still be having conversations. But it don't mean that you don't act on your fear. It doesn't mean that you don't push through your fear to carry out the vision that hope gives you. When you have this wonder in your mind, it is hope saying, here's what's possible. It's like the whole thing of here's what's possible. And then you get to feed it with the question of how. And once you ask that question, how, it's like you open this door to possibilities of how. Because once you ask the question, how, it's followed by answers. Now, some of those answers are going to be like, nope, can't do that, can't do that. But guess what you're doing? In the midst of you working through the how, right? All the answers that are coming to you, you're eliminating things. Nope, not that way, not that way, not that way. Oh, maybe this. Once you land on a maybe this, go after it. See what happens. Because what's going to happen is that you're going to learn if that way is correct or if it's not. You're going to learn what worked, what was correct about it and what wasn't correct. You're going to learn and continue to build. The other thing is that when you go and pursue your hopes, you're also creating a new platform for the next person, for those around you, because you dared to put your energy and work and effort behind your hopes. So now you've just shown a new group of people. One, you showed yourself, but you've also showed a new group of people what's possible. And then they get to stand on your platform that you created to create another platform for those that come after them. Because now they're like, oh, we can do this. What if we can also do that? And we begin to level up as a community and as a people. And when I reflect on this message, it hits me in such a profound way as a Black person, as a woman, and as a Christian. And it gives me so much energy because I already have the hope, but it gives me energy to continue pursuing the things that I'm called to do. Now, I want to further my conversation to my Christian folks because it's, like I mentioned, it can be scary. And there are times where I feel like God is like, okay, Denise, you're going to do this. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, but what if? Like, that's legit what it is. God tells me one thing, I'm like, okay. Like, I laugh. I kind of laugh and shrug it off a little bit like, yeah, you bugging. And then immediately it's, but what if? And I'm so grateful that I'm at that place. Now, sure, my obedience could stand to grow some more. Of course, that is the whole evolution of growth. And I love that I'm on that track, right? But I'm also grateful for the space that I'm in now, where at least I am hearing it and I'm not shutting it down and muting it and keeping it under wraps. And the more that the hope continues to try to tell me something or send me a message that sends me in a particular direction, I'm no longer in the space where I'm trying to quiet it with everything in my might. I recognize that just because I shrug it off and think I can never do that, because I still know who I am, I'm so grateful that I also know who He is and what He's done in me. I didn't want to start my own business. And even presently, today, I don't want to be standing out on my own self-employed, but I'm hella grateful for it. And when I really take time to give myself grace and reflect on what I'm doing, I am impressed with myself, because I know what I have to fight through mentally to continue to stay the course. I know my current state in all places, physically, mentally, financially. I know that. And yet I still continue to push through. And when opportunities come my way, I am grateful and validated at the same damn time. Because it's like, this is a great opportunity, so I'm grateful. But the validation is really a thing of, all right, God, we going in the right direction. We're going in the right direction. And when I think about where my business has come in the last 5 years of operation, I am amazed. I am amazed that a woman who grew up the way that I did and had the mindset that I did and had to work through the insecurities and the self-doubts and all the negative talk, and I still do that. I'm amazed that I have a business where I'm having consultation sessions, talking to leaders of well-known organizations and saying, okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to move forward. I'm putting proposals out and they're like, oh yeah, let's go with that. And then I'm setting my rate. I'm like, this is what it is. And there was a time where I would set my rate and I would be terrified to tell people. And I know that for a lot of entrepreneurs, this is common, right? And I would be terrified to tell people. And I would also lower it. And no matter what my present circumstances may be, I have reached a point where I understand the value and the weight attached to what I'm doing, because it's not just for me. It is for those that are going to be supported by me, and it is for those that are watching me and learning from me, and those that I'm going to touch in the future. So I have to push through these uncomfortable moments. I have to continue to go forward step by step by step. Each day, every moment, I make that choice to do it. And I'm blessed with others who start to realize and see the vision. And even when they don't, there is something in me that they see and they want to support. And they become part of my community. Even if only for a moment. Even if only for a moment, they become part of my community and they aid me to the next stage. And I will continue to do that, because I recognize that every challenge and every barrier that I push through, as I continue to share my story and my testimony, it is going to serve someone else for them to do the, okay, what if? Let me see what happens. And to create a stage for themselves and for others to stand on and get that boost for them to then create their stage. And we continue this upward cycle. So, for whatever this message did for you, I hope that you act on it. My Christian folks, talk to the Holy Spirit. Ask the Holy Spirit, whatever part of this message stuck out for you, ask the Holy Spirit what it is about this message and why. Ask how you're supposed to move in pursuit of this. And then do it. Don't keep asking the questions and not doing the thing, because the more you move forward in action, the more questions and wonders and what ifs come. God will continue to whisper in your ear what to do next. It comes when you take those steps. And so overall, this message is delivered as my hope for whoever this is touching, and is also delivered as my testimony of the path, of pursuing the path, acknowledging and working through the difficulties, and seeing the benefits. And they're not always these big booms, but there are these small little beautiful moments that keep you going. And as they continue to keep you going, they transform you, how you see things, how you respond to things from the inside out, which then allows you to become this transformed person from the outside, because people can see it. Even if they can't put their finger on what it is, they can see it and they can feel it. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm sharing with y'all. Until next time, never stop growing, people. Bye.